Don Lane, Fraser Valley News. An opinion poll. We want your input. A couple of weeks ago, Jim Pattison Broadcasting bought 89.5 The Drive, which is owned by Fabmar Communications, a small broadcast company in Canada. They have 4 stations, one in Chilliwack, and the other 3 are on the prairies. And they do a classic hits format. Well, if there's going to be a new ownership, a lot of times in the business, and I've been around for 4 decades, I had hair back then when I started in the late 1970s. Usually that means a format change. So we're kept just throwing it out to you. What would you like to hear on the radio? Now, before the trolls get all hot and bothered going, oh, radio, who listens to it? Hate to tell you this, but it's 2018 and radio has never had better ratings. Period. So, yeah. If you don't like that, go do what you do on iTunes and Spotify and... Is Napster still around? Oh, never mind. Seriously, what do you want to hear on the radio? We have a classic hit station and a hot AC station and a top 40 station in Chilliwack. Surprise, there are 3 stations, commercial stations. In Abbotsford, there's a new country station, there's a top 40 station, and there is, no, that's about it. The top 40 station is Kiss FM, which is shared between Chilliwack, Abbotsford, and Vancouver. Star FM is shared between Abbotsford and Chilliwack. So there you go. Yes, there are some CBC repeaters, but they're repeaters. They're basically, we're getting what Vancouver has. Back to local, back to the Fraser Valley. What do you want to hear on the radio? One format that has been talked about is maybe bringing back a classic rock station. We once had one. We also once had an active rock station. That was almost 10 years ago, about 9 years ago. Personally, I'd like to see something that actually works in Prince George, and that is a hybrid of classic country and country rock. So the Eagles, Allman Brothers, Linda Ronstadt, with Waylon, Willie, Kenny Rogers, if you will, Garth Brooks, Reba McEntire, and okay, so I'm a bit of a Waylon Jennings fan. Oh, right, admitting I am a Waylon Jennings fan, amongst others. Maybe even some Grateful Dead. What do you want to hear on the radio? We're just putting it out there for you. Don Lane, Fraser Valley News.